think I'm gonna need a bigger wrench. Oh, me head! I have a feeling we're not in Kensington anymore. I smell burnt toast! Or is that burnt copper wiring? Either way, it's bad. Who are you? Where am I? What year is it? Is the system of government here an absolute or constitutional monarchy? Well, this little detour threw a wrench into my plans. Get it? Wrench? Because I'm old in. Oh, never mind. So, it was your microwave what brought me here, you say? I suppose I should be grateful then that I didn't come out teeny tiny enough to fit in your pocket. Or worse, the size of a microbe. Now that would have been a fantastic voyage. Mind those mitts. The only greasy handprints I like on my apron are my own. I'm not sure this is even fit to be broken down for scrap, if I'm being completely honest. But I'll do my best to find a use for it nonetheless. Golly, my first time out, and I've gone and fried the wiring on me long-lost grandfather's time machine somehow. I won't leave a scratch on her, I said. She'll come back to you with her copper shining like a new penny, I said. Well, I suppose that's technically true, since the worst of the damage is under the hood. I see you have a good bit of platinumite on hand. Mind hitting pause on one of those hobbies or jobs of yours so you can spare a few blocks for a poor stranded urchin? I didn't realise how blindingly bright the void between parallel universes would be. My goggles, they did nothing. Although, maybe I should have worn them over my eyes instead of on top of my head. Everything's shiny, Captain, not to fret. This is a setback, to be sure. But I'm not discouraged. Science can't be stopped. I was out on my penny farthing, and the local constabulary stopped me. I was going to tell him off if he said ladies was banned from riding, but no. He told me I needed to wear an helmet. Did he think I was going out on safari? Blimey! Shouldn't we trade calling cards before getting into all that? I'm not sure this is even fit to be broken down for scrap. You're right. Despite that absolute clangor of a landing, I oughtn't be too bothered. I set out intending to travel through time, and that's exactly what I did. I even ventured across to a parallel timeline and all. So, I'd say this mission was a resounding success, actually. Welcome back! While you were gone, I took the liberty of upgrading all them automobiles in your garage to steam power. Just call me Eliza Dooloads. Crashing a time machine isn't exactly the future I imagined for myself growing up. But hey, I'll take accident-prone adventurer over traditional orphan careers like chimney sweep or flower seller any day. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the dirigible. I had no idea you were so wealthy. Never mind a vault, you could probably use your own treasure planet. Has somebody done that already? Bet that'd make a cracker of a story. Am I bothered? Do I look bothered? Eh? You just let your landed gentry travel by air on these private jets of theirs. Private meaning alone? As in, completely unescorted. Aren't they afraid of, you know, sky pirates? Ooh, another thingamabob. Now I've got 20. I hope you don't take it personal like that I'm so fixated on fixing my time machine. I promise, I'm not in any rush to get away from you or anything of the sort. I'm not even all that bothered with getting back home. If I even have one now that I'm too old for the orphanarium. But I feel responsible for getting Grandad's time machine back to him in ship shape. Or should that be in time machine shape? Been on any rousing, swashbuckling adventures lately? Would you like to? This shifty-looking fella sold me what he says is a genuine explorer's map of darkest Peru. I already made us a picnic lunch of marmalade sandwiches. Do you ever look at a screwdriver and just think, oh, this could be a little more steam-powered? Or is that just me? I designed an automaton that's capable of transmuting lead to gold. I shall call my new invention the Full Metal Alchemist. Who told you I was ticklish there? Was it one of the girls from the orphanarium? Ooh, another thingamabob! Now I've got 20! I know what you're thinking. Polly, if you have a granddad, then how is it you ended up in an orphanarium? Well, you see, me grandparents weren't able to raise a sprog on account of being bedbound. Imagine, all 4 of them stuck in one bed for years. Come to think of it, though, it is strange how quickly old Grandad leapt to his feet when I told him I won that tour of a chocolate factory. Ahoy, parasailer! How find ye the solar winds today? Sorry, back in my timeline, it's talk like a sky pirate day. Blimey! I was running through the street chasing a pickpocket and nearly tore through a huge canvas painting a couple of workers was carrying between them. Thankfully, I ducked it at the very last second. Call me the Artful Dodger. Mind handing me that ratchet? Oh my, our fingers brushed accidentally. Unless you liked it, which means it worked. And then I totally meant for it to happen. Engineering! Ooh, what's that you got there? An air fryer? How does that work then? When you do fish and chips in it, do you have to use a flying fish? My goggles must have been needing a wash this whole time, because I never noticed before how your eyes sparkle when you smile. If you don't mind me saying so. Golly, lately when I'm around you, I feel so light. It's as if I spent 5 weeks in a balloon. Who told you I was ticklish there? Was it one of the girls from the orphanarium? Wow, these are great! Now, where are my manners? Please, may I have some more? I've never seen a sky filled with so many stars. Thank you for showing me a part of your world. Growing up, me and all the girls in the orphanarium used to sing ourselves a little lullaby about how the sun would come out tomorrow. Of course, then we'd wake up to the same pea soup smog as always. But I never lost my sense of optimism. And look at me now, the inventor of a turbine powerful enough to clear the air over entire cities. Well, I will be once I get my hands on the parts I need to build it full scale. You can bet your bottom dollar. I got my time machine working again. Briefly. My first trip out, I got into a time stream fender bender. My fault. I was telegramming and driving. Luckily, the other pilot was nice about it, bellowing a yellow stripy scarf. Sends his regards. Who's this Tess Law whose automobiles I keep hearing of? A famous lady inventor? Oh, I'd like to meet her very much, I would. Sure, half the flying machines I invent don't work. Or if they do, they might not work for long. Some people would probably advise me to give up entirely. But they can't take the sky from me. Oh, I don't mind all the other misses you have coming to call. I'm used to sharing. Back in the orphanarium, I had to share a bed with the other Polly. Polly Sprocket, her name was. Luckily, she was pretty small. This gives me an idea for a new automaton. Can I take readings of your precise movements? I think it will go a long way towards programming the most lifelike tickling experience. Wow, these are great! Now, where are my manners? Please, may I have some more? I can't believe you didn't pick up a spade and help me dig. We could have gone on a journey to the centre of the earth. Oh, But I did get a nice keepsake to remember our time together by. I never met anyone like you before. Not in this timeline, or the other. No matter how long I go on about advanced schematics, your eyes never glaze over. And no matter how many of your whatsits I disassemble, you never get cross. So, I've decided. From now on, I'm sticking by you. If you'll have a grimy gearhead little orphan like me, that is. I'll earn my keep, I swear. Shh! I'm attempting some very delicate soldering, and I can't concentrate with too much noise. But if you'd like to sit real close, that'd be swell. I do my best work with someone peering over my shoulder. You're a bit like a clock. Round, unassuming face, with a real complex beauty underneath the surface. And you make my heart go tick, tick, tick. Oh, yeah! Talk gadgets to me! Everything's better steam-powered, you know. Locomotives, ships... Why, if someone came up with a way to make games run on Steam, everybody would want to play. You must be steam-powered, because you're too hot to handle! No, seriously, thank goodness I'm never without me work gloves. Most miraculous inventions of this timeline? Duct tape, meal deals, the 5-day work week, and you! Now, where did I put the magnifying lenses for me goggles? I want to get a closer look at ya. 4 reasons. Golly! I'm not sure I have the heart to disassemble something this nice. I guess I'll just have to use it as intended. Thanks for bringing me out. Conditions were perfect to run some early field tests on my latest contraption. Sorry I crash-landed right on top of you, though. Multiple times. What is this feeling I get when I'm around you lately? Like I'm in a dirigible, approaching an altitude of 20,000 feet and picking up speed, soaring, exhilarated. A little scared, but mostly excited by what's to come. Are you slipping me some kind of rejuvenating tonic? Is it smelling salts? A device that generates imperceptible waves of electricity to stimulate the nerves? I have to know! Pence for your faults? No? A shilling then? Right, you drive a hard bargain. How about a kiss? Would you mind terribly if I replaced a few of those LEDs you've got installed in every room? Everything just looks so much more romantic by gaslight. I'm a time traveller, silly. Of course I always have time for you. You know, I think I've done enough adventuring as of late. How's about you and me settle in with a cuppa and a cuddle? Keep that up and I'm gonna put you to work. Those nimble fingers of yours would work a treat on delicate clockwork. What? Did you think I was gonna say something else? Well, maybe, if you ask nicely. Golly! I'm not sure I have the heart to disassemble something this nice. I'm sorry I screamed so loud. That moving picture just looks so real. I thought that train was going to come right out the screen and flatten us. I swore a long time ago to live the life of a mechanic and never ever let my heart rule my head. I've seen what happens to even the cleverest, craftiest urchins when they fall for the lure of hearth and home. But so long as you swear to never make a proper lady of me, by dressing me up and locking me away like some fragile porcelain doll, then I suppose there's no harm in you courting me. It might even be a fun adventure. Oh good, you're here! Whenever I go salvaging, I've been picking up curious bits of scrap that I think you'd like, and my pockets are full to bursting. You are near and dear to my clockwork heart. So many moving parts. How does it work? No, don't tell me. I want to figure it out for myself. Growing up, I told myself I was fine on my own. Didn't need anyone or anything, aside from my wits and my inventions. But having you along for the adventure has opened my eyes to what I was missing this whole time. You're my partner in crime, my co-pilot, my gentleman caller, my family. I love you. Oh, you always show up right when I need you. Like clockwork. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Since I'm gonna become a permanent subject, citizen of this timeline, I thought I ought to embrace some of your newer technology. So I went out scrapping and found a fax machine. If I fax you that I love you, will you fax me back? I've got to find out how that jolly old elf visits all those houses in just one night. His time machine must be so advanced, it'd make mine look like a coach with square wheels. Love is just a chemical. We give it meaning by choice. And I choose you. Keep that up and I'm gonna put you to work. Those nimble fingers of yours would work a treat on delicate clockwork. What? Did you think I was gonna say something else? Well, maybe, if you ask nicely. The old headmistress at the pauper school was always telling me to sit still and face forward. So I grew up to be an inventor. I may never stop moving, but at least I'm always looking ahead. If you were an animal, what kind would you be? I'd be a mouse, I'd wager. And I'd wear stylish purple coveralls. Don't ask me why. It's just a feeling I have. Oh, you sure know how to get a gal's engine running. I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. Sing it with me now. You must know it. It's the hottest song of the summer. My darling, I have no intention of ever leaving your side. If it came to it, I'd start a war of the worlds if that's what it took to stay in yours. Come here, you. I'm gonna give you a lesson you won't soon forget. All right. You got me in a dress. Just don't be expecting me to make a habit of it, right? This is a special occasion. And you're a special person. And that's all there is to it. I don't know what it is, but whenever you're around, I want to spontaneously burst into song. Why, with you, I could dance all night, go fly a kite, or get down and chitty-chitty bang-bang. Oh, you sure know how to get a gal's engine running. What did you expect? A corset and frilly knickers? Not being obligated to cinch myself up is one of the best parts of this timeline. And besides, this will be way easier to take off, if you catch my meaning. I'm so glad I decided on time travel instead of getting a real job. Factory work may have been the safer bet, but I've always believed the reward is only ever equal to the risk. I had to risk it all to wind up with a reward as grand as your love. Keep that up and I'm gonna put you to work. Those nimble fingers of yours would work a treat on delicate clockwork. What? Did you think I was gonna say something else? Right, what's next? I'm ready for anything, so long as I've got you. To be honest, I sort of forgot all about the time machine. Can we fix it? Yes, we can! But I'm not going to, though. I like it here. Grandad would understand. I'm so glad I decided on time travel instead of getting a real job. Factory work may have been the safer bet, but I've always believed the reward is only ever equal to the risk. I had to risk it all to wind up with a reward as grand as your love. They say a woman's heart is unfathomable, and I'm inclined to agree. Even if you dove down 20,000 leagues, you still wouldn't reach the depths of my love for you. Wait a tick, you've got a little something right there on your cheek. May I? I regret to inform you that I've gone and made it worse. Oh, blast these filthy mechanic hands! You still love me though, right? Hey there! I just washed all the oil and grease off my hands, so I'm clear to touch whatever and wherever I like. Assuming I have your permission, of course. I may not be the domestic type, but I do still long for the pitter-patter of tiny feet. So, I founded my own orphanarium for rescued lab rats! Oh, I would so love to take a jolly holiday with you. What say we go off together for a fortnight? Just the two of us. I heard the island of Dr. Moreau is lovely this time of year. I thought that finding a once-in-a-lifetime love was something special. But what's that compared to the once-in-an-alternate timeline love we found? Growing up in the city smog, the only rainbows I ever saw was the ones in an orslick. Since I met you, though, it's nothing but blue skies from now on. Marshy, Marshy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish courtship, I can't afford an airship. But won't you look sweet upon the seat of an ornithopter built for two? Be a love and hand me my wrench, yeah? I want to tighten the connection between us. They should have you shoveling coal on a train, because you do a fine job of steaming me right up. Are you a piece of heavy machinery? Because I want to work on you for hours. In case that wasn't clear, that was me offering you a massage. Are you a rare and valuable bit of scrap? Because I'd love to take you home with me. I upgraded a pair of old roller skates with some newfangled steam power. I've been noodling over how to register them at the patent office. Is the name Go-Go Gadget trademarked, do you think? I'm taking you on a very special date. So, I bought you something appropriate to wear. A pair of heavy-duty work gloves! Surprise! I managed to nab reservations at the hot new scrapyard in town, so you and me are going salvaging. Do you have any mad ideas for inventions? I was thinking we could make something together. With your brains and my brawn, I bet it would be brilliant. Alternately, we could just make out? You should take up an apprenticeship as a watchmaker, because you certainly put a spring in my step. Get it? Because the inner workings of watches and clocks use springs. Ah, right. You use that telephonic device of yours to tell time. I don't need to take our love apart to see how it works. I just trust that it always will. Your timeline is home to many marvels, but I still don't trust those aeroplanes of yours. A 200-ton Nautilus that ought to sink to the bottom of the sea, but takes to the air instead? Flying with wings that don't even flap? No, thank you. Wrench wench. I prefer the term socket sweetie. But if that doesn't suit your fancy, there's also hammer honey. Or what about screw... maybe not that one either, come to think of it. I devised a new model of pocket watch alarm clock. It rings at random intervals to remind me to tell you I love you. Not sure anyone would patent it to put into mass production, but sometimes you got to invent things just for yourself. Want to see my latest genius invention? I added a sidecar to my time machine. Now you know there'll always be a place for you in my life. I keep looking at you and thinking how good you'd look in brown. Maybe a jaunty little top hat and some spats? Just a thought. You don't mind soot on your face, do you? Because I'm looking a bit coal minery at the mo, but I'd still very much like to kiss you. On your face. I also have sooty hands, so you may wind up with a few prints on your bum as well.
Your friend could actually be average looking if she just changed up her hairstyle and pick a different outfit and learn how to do her makeup.
They say even a stopped clock is right twice a day. But that girl seems like she's had the hands on hers broken clear off.
Who's that girl? Well, I hope she doesn't feel too bad about that unfortunate feature of hers.
Are these blueprints for a giant mechanical spider? Who would invent such a thing? And why would they think I'd want any part in it? This isn't the Wild Wild West where anything goes. If I built this, I'd be a laughingstock.
Isn't she a little old to still be stuffing her bra?
That girl really grinds my gears. Literally. Ever since she started lurking around, none of the clockwork on my latest invention fits together quite right. Do you have some lubricating oil? Someone's been tinkering in my workshop. I love to tinker myself, but I always put together what I've taken apart. To leave Goron gears and things strewn all over the place like that, it's just bad engineering practice. My time machine's been sabotaged. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the saboteur meant to kill me. Now, attempts on my life I can tolerate, but that's no way to treat an invention. We've got inventions to take us to the depths of the sea, travel through time, slingshot to the moon. Why's no one figured out how to do a personality transplant? I know a great candidate to be the first test subject.